All right. Hello and welcome back, everybody, to Feeding the Ducks. We're working on a low. Oh, okay. Hi.
Sorry I'm late. There was traffic. I'm sorry.
Traffic.
Yes, from upstairs. Hey, can you hold my beer? Oh, that's not a bad idea for an episode. Hold my beer.
This is all hard cherry lemonade.
Well, hold my hard cherry lemonade sounds inappropriate.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Feeding the Ducks, the weekly Pondcast, giving you breadcrumbs of entertainment. I screwed that up.
I thought it was little breadcrumbs.
Yeah, let's take that from the top.
Okay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Feeding the Ducks, the podcast that gives you little breadcrumbs of entertainment on a weekly basis. I am your host, 4 times distilled Kyle.
And I'm the Joe Man. I'm gonna go with that.
Oh,
How's that for a nickname, huh?
You're adding it
The
today.
the J Man.
All right.
Something cool like that. I apologize for being late. There was some traffic I had on the way up from
You're
upstairs.
good. I'm gonna move this so editing's easier for me.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, no, now you just fucked me up completely.
Why?
What was that? Start over.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Feeding the Ducks, the podcast that gives you little breadcrumbs of entertainment on a weekly basis. I am one of your hosts, 4 times distilled Kyle.
And I'm the Joe Man. What's 4 times distilled mean?
I think that's a vodka thing. Is it not? All right, here we
me.
go.
I
We're
just
already
came-
starting off strong.
I just came in with a hard lemonade. You're asking me
4
about vodka?
times
Jesus.
distilled vodka.
Oh, here we go. With you, an hour
Yeah.
review on the computer. People
Yep,
love this.
yep, there we go.
People love this stuff. Oh my God. Yeah. So, what's the matter? You're looking weird.
No, you're good. Keep going.
Looking hold my beer episode. We've got some stuff that I guess would be considered, and I don't even know what hold my beer really means.
I am struggling to find like the definition,
I
like
guess
a
it's
conceivable definition
It's
of it.
like hey, I can top that kind of thing.
That's what I'm seeing it as, but
Yeah.
like in a stupid way.
Yeah, but I think I have done more dares or revenge
Yes.
or I'll show you type things. I guess
Yes.
we'll throw it all in one big lump
Before
of
we do
shit.
that, Before
Yes.
we do that, distilling is a thing for vodka.
Hey,
I don't
okay.
know what it means per se, but I didn't make it up.
So your nickname won't stick, is what you're saying?
No, my nickname is Pure.
Yeah.
I think that's what distilling does.
Oh my God. Once again, talking about stuff we don't know about.
Well, that's why we have the
That's our
magical
show.
We
Yeah.
have the magic comedy
Good
computer.
thing that we started doing that. Oh, and I am rocking a hat again this week, and it's just because it's cold down here. It has nothing to do with that bald spot thing. So,
Ironically, this is the one time I'm not wearing a sweatshirt.
so you're saying it's not cold?
Sure.
Yeah,
It has nothing to do with I want to show off this awesome shirt I'm wearing. I made this.
Well, really, it's very nice. It actually is very nice.
Did you see the back?
No, I didn't see the back. Get up and show this for those listening. This is going to work great.
It's got tour dates on it.
Great, and now everyone's seeing your ass. Nice. It does have tour dates of a fictional band.
Yes.
Okay,
But
fictional tour dates or
they're
fictional?
all real places.
All right.
I mapped it out to make it
Give us one since you're talking about it.
Okay, I'm not gonna get the order right, but it's Y Arizona, Sandwich, New Hampshire,
Sandwich, New Hampshire.
Yum, Tennessee,
Yum.
Boring, Oregon, Satan's King, Boring, Oregon, Hell, Michigan,
Hell.
Michigan,
Okay.
Satan's Kingdom, Massachusetts, Monkey's Eyebrow, Kentucky, Unalaska, Alaska,
That's not really Alaska. So
and
not
then
Alaska.
why not North Carolina? And I mapped it out to make
This
it the most inefficient way possible.
This is
It
good
is
thing-
18 consecutive days of driving.
Good thing the fictional driver doesn't have to do this fictional
Mhm.
tour. Okay, good. So, yeah, nice show. You should sell them. We should start doing merch.
Okay.
We should start doing some duck merch. Some duck merch. Did you mention Duck in the Middle is here again today?
First one to watch it gets the duck. And since
Nobody's getting the duck.
since I'm going to be editing it, I'm the first one to watch this. So I get the duck.
Keep the duck.
Anyway, you mentioned hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
Although
Yeah.
we
So,
still
I mean,
don't know what it means.
not sure if it's you keep looking crap up. And it's not sure if it's a hold my beer moment. You'll let us know, but you might not be here if it wasn't for a hold my beer. And this is not a drunken situation.
Okay.
I might the reason I got engaged to your mother was I was working in the city. I was very young. I was probably too young, but I was working by the Diamond District. So I went in there to see
Okay.
what's the matter?
What is the Diamond District?
Is
That
in the
sounds
middle.
like where the strip clubs are.
It's well, yes. So it's in Midtown Manhattan, and it's like a whole couple blocks of just diamond and jewelry stores. It's called the Diamond District. You didn't know about this around around the 40s? Yeah,
the 40s.
West 40.
You were working
there.
in the 40s. Oh, 40th
West
Street, not the 1940s. Got it.
Oh,
Got
Jesus
it. Okay.
Christ almighty. Oh, the generational gap continues. So I'm in the vicinity of the Diamond District in the West 40s, and I just pop into a store to see how much engagement rings go for. What the hell?
Probably a lot less than they do now.
Probably we don't have to get into years.
Probably
and when
like
this was
15 cents maybe
yes,
back then.
I put a quarter in those bubble machines, and I got myself an engagement ring. That's how that worked. So I look at the guy, I have the guy show me a ring. It's a nice ring, it's stuff, and I do what I usually do. I try to stall, and I said, "Yeah, you know what? I'll come back tomorrow." And the guy gave me such a look, like, "You're not coming back here tomorrow," and this pissed me off so much that I gathered up the little money I had, enough to go back there the next day, put that money on the counter, and say, "Yeah, now what, pal?" And yeah, got engaged. spent a bunch of money, and I showed him all right. And that's how now I had the ring. I had to get engaged. So that's how that went. He pushed my buttons. So I wouldn't call it dare.
Job.
Might not be a hold my beer, but I didn't like his thing, and I said, "I'll show you," type thing. So that's what we'll consider this episode. And I'll show you type deal. And there I was. I had an engagement ring, and then I had to figure out the rest. But we're still married, so I guess it worked somewhat.
Good job.
And you're here because of that marriage, or I'd be sitting here by myself, not knowing how to work all the equipment. So everything works out.
You wouldn't have half this equipment.
No, I wouldn't. I would. You know what?
I'd built most of this.
I probably would have a lot more because I don't have to spend all the money on you.
Get rid of the other one then.
I probably would. I would be single in Los Angeles in like a 2-room apartment. That's the way my alternate life would be. That's where I would be.
Awesome.
Yep, that's what I
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, it could be. Could have been.
But if it wasn't a city that was constantly on fire.
Well, it wasn't back then.
Oh, okay.
This fire's just started recently. But yeah, so that's kind of the what I'm going for when I say hold my hard lemonade or hard black cherry.
All right. Well,
stuff like that. Stuff that I've done that would like a dare or like, oh, I'll show you type things.
Well, we'd probably have to rename the episode because hold my beer is an expression joked about before an unthinkable person does something dangerous or stupid.
Oh, I've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so that's what I'm sure. I know you have a few of those things. Definitely a few.
Yeah. Oh my God. They're here. So almost a year ago. So 10 months about. I was at a graduation party. I had mentioned this is the same graduation party I mentioned during Pet Peeves, where we ran into the issue with the self-checkout because the scale on self-checkout wouldn't recognize that the 1 ounce birthday card was on it, and they wouldn't let us scan the next item.
You did this?
Yes.
I really hope we run these shows in order because it's going to be really weird.
Yeah, because I'm not getting into it, but we were buying a birthday card, and the scale wouldn't recognize that we had put the card on the scale after scanning it and wouldn't let us scan the next item.
So you are getting into it.
No, that's where I'm ending it. Okay. Anyway, we go to the graduation party.
Yes.
And we're all chilling. It's a gloomy day. That's not important. But like
the wind was coming out of the northwest at 5 miles per hour. Jesus,
30% chance of rain. Actually, I think it did rain that day.
Holy shit.
So we were all hanging out. And at one point, this the mom of the girl whose party I was at,
Mhm.
had the brilliant idea is like, hey, my daughter has all her white friends over. This is important for the story. Trust me.
It's all her white friends.
White friends,
White as in.
Caucasian.
Okay, I don't see where this is going.
I'm going to give all her white friends are here celebrating graduation. I'm going to give them the world's hottest chip. If you're familiar with internet culture, you know white people can't handle spice well.
I didn't know that was a thing, but I am a white person and I do not like spicy things.
There you
I
go.
don't know how we wound up in a cultural war against spicy foods, but go ahead.
So anyway, she comes out with the world's hottest chip.
This is a thing.
This is like a challenge thing where it's one chip.
Do you know who makes
chip.
the world's hottest? Is it like
it's
Cool Ranch Dorito or
it
something
is a
like that?
word I cannot pronounce. It's like
It's a word?
Paqui.
Is that like when Homer had the world's hottest pepper?
Oh, we're
and
getting it.
Lost his mind and
Okay, it's a company called Paqui, Paqui. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but this is what it was. It is the one chip challenge. It is a Carolina Reaper chip. You eat it and then you can't like drink any water for like 10 minutes to complete the challenge.
Oh, okay.
We weren't going to do that. So we had split the chip up between me, Tara, and one of her non-white friends. Once again, important to the story. Me and Tara ate the chip and there's a video. Our friends had video of it. I don't know where it is anymore, but as we're eating the chip, the mom says, "Don't touch your face. Don't drink anything, and don't throw up." I believe were the three.
Don't throw up? I don't think you have control of that one.
Well, I believe those were the three criteria she.
as part of the thing.
To do the challenge.
Sounds like Gremlins.
And
rules.
as she is saying that, I'm immediately touching my face. I'm putting my hands through my hair. I'm like, oh, this is hot. And then you'll have to take my word for the next two parts because they're not in the video. Because as soon as that happened, I ran out of the backyard.
So wait, the three would don't touch your face. What? And
so don't touch your face because you don't want to get it in your eyes.
Yes.
Don't drink anything because that's part of the challenge. And don't throw up because
you're 0 for 1 so far.
I'm 0 for 1 so far.
Okay, go.
So I don't even know at this point where the other two are at because first off, let me just say this: the chip tastes like dirt. It didn't even taste good. It was stale and it tasted like dirt. So anyway, I eat it. The spice starts getting to me. Touch my face. 0 for 1.
0 for 1.
Run out of the backyard to my car where my water bottle is.
A water bottle that's been sitting in your car.
It was, like I said, it was a gloomy day.
Was there no water at the party? Or you didn't want anyone to see you drink the water?
I didn't have time to locate where possible water might be, so I went to where I knew it was.
The bathroom has a toilet bowl you could have drank out of.
But like I said, it was gloomy, so it wasn't too hot,
yes,
so the water's fine.
Okay, fine.
So I go and I grab the water. Now we're 0 for 2.
Jesus God. How long after the chip is this? This is like 30 seconds after the chip? You're 0 for 2?
Probably like a minute.
Oh, dear.
A minute to 2 minutes.
I can't wait till we get for 3.
So I'm there. I'm gasping. I'm making horrid sounds.
Now, is anyone else having these effects?
We'll get to that because right now I am in their front yard.
You're in the front yard.
Eyes closed because I'm in so much pain.
Because you got it in your eyes now too.
No, it wasn't in my eyes. It just hurt.
Okay.
I'm in their front yard, eyes closed, wailing like a dying animal with lukewarm water next to me. Then at some point, one of the other family members comes out. Either the mom or one of the family members comes out with a brand new, quart of milk, and they give it to me.
Well, they say milk is better than
yeah,
water.
But here's the thing. One of the family members told me to not drink it because I was simultaneously trying to cough it up almost and also wash it down with the milk.
What had you eaten before this at the party? Because milk doesn't go with a lot of things.
I don't think I ate anything.
Okay, so
this was closer to the actual like beginning of the party.
Okay, so
they really wanted people out of there.
So you got this chip in you. You're 0 for 2. You're dry heaving on the lawn. Go ahead.
And so I'm drinking this milk while also spitting it out. Because, like I said, I'm trying to wash it down and cough up the spice at the same time.
This is an embarrassment. Go ahead.
And I'm feeling so incredibly sick. And now I'm working on nothing but like whatever breakfast I had that morning and a full pint. I've managed to empty the pint or quart of milk.
You drank the whole milk thing?
I drank their whole thing of brand new milk.
Oh God, here comes number 3.
And then I feel so incredibly disgusting that I throw up on their front driveway.
Let's let that sit for a second. So you're at the party for less than an hour, let's say. And
I don't think it was that. But
and you're on their lawn puking, and this is not.
They knew what they were doing.
No,
giving the chip to white people. They wanted a show. I gave them a show. I gave them a show. I gave them exactly what they were hoping for.
Okay. So you're at this party for less than an hour. And you're throwing up on their lawn. This is not alcohol related. This is chip related, chip and milk related. People go to parties, get incredibly drunk, and throw up. You, within an hour, threw up on chips and milk. You are one out of control partier. You are. Holy Jesus. Oh God!
Well, when you put it like that,
that's what.
We're not done yet.
You mean how I put it is exactly how it happened?
We're not done yet.
Oh, there's more. There's more out of control.
No. So they gave me the chip box to keep for some reason.
The chips they gave you a whole thing of chips?
No. It was a 1 chip challenge. So it literally the entire chip was in that thing.
It's one giant chip?
No, regular size chip.
The thing looks huge. We should really show people this.
I'll put a picture up.
Oh, look, there it is.
Yeah.
I hope it's there.
Not to scale. That's not to scale.
Okay. So there's 1 chip in this bag.
Yes.
Okay.
And we split it between 3 people. I'll get to what happened to the other 2.
1 big chip.
But a couple of days later, I'm just sitting at home. I guess I was in my room because I wasn't feeling good, not chip related. And I'm like, hey, wouldn't it be really weird if besides all that chip fiasco, the chip was also expired, which would have been probably the reason it tasted like dirt. So I take the chip box I have, and it's 3 months expired.
Let's run through this one more time. So you had nothing to eat pretty much. Then you had 1 chip, lukewarm water,
yes,
a quart of milk, and the chip was expired.
Yes.
I guess it all makes sense now.
Yes. I don't know at what point like the expiredness of the chip factored in.
Sure.
I don't know if
either way it was going to end that way.
I don't know if that's why it tasted like dirt. I don't know if that's why I threw up.
Now, how did all the other participants in this 1 chip challenge do?
So I don't know exactly.
Did anybody throw up on the lawn?
No.
Okay. So
I believe Tara,
you didn't win, I'm guessing.
I believe Tara ran to the food and started like
probably
eating
a smarter thing to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the 1 non-white person out of the 3.
I can't believe this turned into that. Okay.
It's important for the thing.
Is it?
But yes, because the 3rd person is like, oh, it wasn't hot at all.
The 3rd person ate 40 of them.
That we only had 1, but the 3rd person's like, oh, it wasn't hot at all. You guys are just wussy.
Was this 3rd person Indian?
Mexican.
Okay, well, they like the spicy stuff. That's not
fair.
Not
only that, he had about this big of the chip.
He cheated.
Of course he cheated.
Well, you didn't win. I got it that no matter what happened, you did not win. Unless the goal was to break all 3 in record time, which you did. Oh my God. That's also good. Wasn't. Do we know these people? Because I don't want them to. I hope we don't know them. I don't want any phone calls. Your son threw up on my lawn. I
haven't called you now. I think
it's been a while. Okay, good. We'll say.
I said 10 months ago. My God, that's weird to think about. But no, and I also wasn't feeling too well. Like my sinuses were acting up. So in addition to being stupid and taking the dare, I'm like, oh, this will also clear up my nose.
So the hold my beer moment was, here, try this chip. I bet you won't throw up on our lawn. And
No, no,
you
no, no,
said,
no,
hold
no,
my.
no, not the lawn, not the lawn. It was the driveway, so it was easier to wash.
Oh, they love that. Yeah, I'm sure they were happy about that. Thank you. Thank you, Kyle, for throwing up on us.
I hosted
Not on our rose garden. Thank you for that.
I hosted down. I didn't make them do it.
That was very nice of you. All right. Well, so that's your.
Still probably owe them a quart of milk.
Well, my story might end in throw up. I don't remember, but
oh my god,
we used to have this thing at work, which we refer to as Stupid Shit Fridays.
Oh, this should be good.
And it would have been better if it was Stupid Shit Saturdays, but we didn't work on the weekends, so we lost the alliteration. But we would, me and a coworker, would always wind up in these dares, I guess. These kind of, let's see what stupid thing we can do this Friday. And I think the first challenge was Krispy Kreme donuts. Now, we weren't doing a speed challenge or anything. We were just going to buy a couple dozen donuts and just see who could eat the most throughout the workday. Now, very important to this story is that the opponent was female and definitely not a big woman. She was not. She was very thin, and it didn't look like the type of person that could down a lot of donuts. Okay. But we got into the contest and went at it throughout the entire day, and I beat her 9-8. 9 Krispy Kreme donuts, the chocolate ones. And the Krispy Kremes are rough because they basically all start as a glazed donut, and then they throw chocolate on it. So we did that, and we were on such a sugar rush by the end of the day that everyone in the office hated us. We were annoying, we were loud, we were obnoxious, and we were bouncing off walls. So after
that was because of the donuts?
Well, we were like that to begin,
I was going to begin
with. And so that led, so it was such a success that the next Stupid Shit Friday, we decided White Castle burgers.
Ugh.
Now, I don't know if you've actually had White Castle burgers.
Yeah.
White Castle burgers.
Me and my friends took a trip to White Castle. Yeah, I specifically didn't get a lot of burgers. I had one.
No one has one White Castle burger.
I did. I got one of the old school burgers because I figured it had less health code violations than the modern ones.
See, the thing is,
milkshake was good though.
I've never had a milkshake. The thing is, you do not go into White Castle worrying about the health code or nutrition or anything else. White Castle is just a bad decision, usually made while drunk or on some kind of substance. We were at work, so we have no excuse. We decided this was the thing to do. So during lunch, we walked to Midtown Manhattan,
the Diamond District.
No, it was a little further from the Diamond District.
There's more to Midtown. Got it.
Yeah. So this is by the Garden. You know what the Garden is? You know the square.
Yes, the square
Garden. Yes. And we purchased 50. I think it's called a Crave case or something like that.
Oh,
50. And let me tell you something. We got to 50 and it smelled so good at the beginning. I'll get to so good that the fact that we sat down right there and ate the first couple right there in this disgusting White Castle, and those first 2 or 3 were amazing. These were amazing burgers. So we did a couple, take them back to the office. Now we have like 45, 44 left, and we spend our day eating and keeping track. Again, it's just not like a competition where you got to eat in a certain time. It's not like that Johnny Nutsack guy who wins the hot dog
Johnny
thing.
Chestnut, got it.
Yeah, same thing. It wasn't that. It was just whatever his name is. We were just going to eat them throughout the day and see who had the most at the end of the day.
Oh my god!
A nice friendly competition again with the very thin woman.
Are you bragging about winning against her? Because it doesn't sound
a win's a win. So
okay.
But we finished the day. I believe it was 24 for me, 23 for her. The other 3 we gave away, I think, to other people.
Oh, how generous of you.
Yeah, but we were so sick at the end of that day.
Oh, really?
That when we walked from the office to
that's weird.
to our bus to go back home, it was about a 10-block walk. We could smell everything. Everything was overwhelming. Like we passed a pizza place and we got sick. We passed a bird. Every smell of the city was quadrupled as we walked to the bus. It was sickening. It was horrifying. And I never had a White Castle burger after that until same said woman on a certain birthday of mine, I won't give the actual one, sent a giant crave case to the house to celebrate my birthday. And it must have been 15 years, 10, 15 years since I had them. And again, the first couple were amazing.
No, they are disgusting.
You had one, right?
Oh, I had some. I might have had one with cheese. It was disgusting.
Was it cheese? Was it cheese on them?
Some had cheese.
Oh my
some
God.
didn't,
you know what?
believe.
I'm kind of craving for one right now.
Oh my God.
They were, the first couple were again great, but
they're not.
I did not.
They are not good.
But I did not go through 24 this time. I ate a couple. You had a couple. I think we sent a bunch to Grandma and Grandpa, and they were very happy.
What did they do to deserve that?
All I know is that they loved them. They froze them and continued to eat them for the next couple of weeks. But yes, that was and the house stunk. And your mother, who is a vegetarian, was not pleased with my good friend.
I hold your side of the family in such high respect. And you're making that really hard right now.
Oh, they loved it. They loved it. But your mother was, as a vegetarian, I think just as a human, was very, and this is, we are both the godparents of this, my opponent's daughter. So we're friendly. But your mother was not happy with her for sending 50 White Castle burgers.
I feel sick just talking about this.
Yep. And so we had two of those contests. The other stupid shit Fridays were just let's eat shitty food or something like that, or trash someone's office or some kind of prank.
Eating pizza before doing this episode was not a good idea.
I told you not to eat pizza, especially if we were going to talk about White Castle burgers.
Oh my God!
Yeah, those were the stupid shit Fridays we called them, and they were fun. What could we do? Those are hold my beer moments or dare or what stupid shit could we get into? And it resulted in White Castle burgers and Krispy Kreme donuts. So those are my eating things. How's that for your? And I didn't throw up on anybody's lawn after it, and I should have. I should have threw up from 53rd Street all the way to 42nd Street or whatever the walk was.
I'm going to throw up.
Nope. There you go. There's that.
Oh my God! No. Oh my God. All right. On a non-food related note.
Okay. That's no desserts or anything. Ooh, desserts.
Oh God. What do you have? What do you have? What could you possibly have?
You know what I have. No, I've got too far.
Oh my God.
The 7-layer cake.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'll be quick on that. This one did end similar. Very quickly. Florida, Hard Rock. Not the Hard Rock Cafe. It was their hotel. It was a restaurant in their hotel, and they had this. What was it? Death by Chocolate. What was the name of it?
No, it was not Death by Chocolate.
It was some kind of death Kevorkian cake or something.
That's what we called it.
Okay,
the Kevorkian cake.
It was seven different layers of cake. It had a cookies and cream, just regular chocolate. I think a cheesecake portion of it.
It was called the kitchen sink.
That was the kitchen sink?
Apparently.
Oh, okay.
According to Randy Santel.
Do you got what was in it?
We'll get in it right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, YouTube ads.
There was 7 different layers of this cake, and it was huge.
Upbeat rock music. Oh, those are the closed captions. Sorry. It just said upbeat rock music.
Could you just tell me what's in this? Their menu?
It is a 10-minute YouTube video.
Why are you watching a video? Anyway, so there's 7.
Okay, wait, here we go.
Go.
There's brownie, peanut butter crunch.
Good.
chocolate chunk cookie,
Good.
pecan pie,
No good.
which ruined it, vanilla cheesecake,
Fine.
devil's food chocolate cake.
Very good.
And then on the top is a vanilla chiffon.
Yes.
Which
yes.
that part was really good.
Yes. Yes.
Go
Most
ahead,
of it was good except that pecan part.
Yeah, pecan ruined it.
But
And the peanut butter.
So we were talking about,
and apparently it came with vanilla ice cream.
yes, which no reason for. But we had gone a couple times, and I kept talking about, I'm going to try this, I'm going to try this, I'm going to try this.
Couple times, or was it only once before?
Whatever.
Okay.
The point. So we go there again with a family on vacation, and I keep talking about this, and they basically, I guess, dared me. This is a whole deal. Yeah, I kept bringing it up enough. They were like, "Shut up, just eat it."
No, I believe we did the opposite of dared you and said, "Don't."
No, I think they said, "Stop being a pussy and eat this thing." I think that's what they said.
No.
Oh, maybe I said that. So, but the smartest thing I did, the smart thing I did here was when we went out to this place to eat, I did not order dinner. I made that my dinner, thinking I could do this. And I got to about 3/4 worth. The pecan I stayed away from. That wasn't going to be. But it got to a point where it was too much.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm regretting it halfway through. And
you made it halfway?
Oh, no, I kept going. I got about 3/4. And at the end, I said, I'm done. You guys could eat the rest of this. Excuse me for a second. And I didn't go to someone's driveway. But it did end up similar to your chip story in the Hard Rock Hotel bathroom.
Well, that's what all your Universal Orlando stories end up like.
We won't get into.
We'll get that's a different episode.
Yeah, I don't do well on rides, but yeah. So that was another food related thing. I can do this, but as I got older, I can't do it anymore.
Oh,
and
really?
That was that's why I decided 3/4 of the cake in. I'm like, I think I'm retiring from this stuff because it never ends well, and that one did not.
I believe
that
was before the White Castle birthday.
Oh, the
gift.
50, the birthday ones.
Yeah,
yeah, but I didn't eat a ton of the White Castle ones.
Okay, fine.
It was just enough to say, hey, okay, you're forgiven, White Castle. That's what it was. I was mad at them for so long that it was.
What? For you being an idiot?
For making me 24 of them and feel the way I did after that.
They didn't make you do shit.
Me and White Castle did not speak for 15 years. And everything was forgiven with the first couple that were sent for these. So White Castle is forgiven.
Forgiven for what?
Forgiven for what they did to me and my insides.
That was your own fault.
It wasn't my fault. They make them so little. You can't eat one like you did. You have to eat a bunch of them to truly understand what they're about.
I had to take on other responsibilities that night and drive an hour plus home. So
you don't want to drive an hour with White Castle.
Exactly.
Just saying, you don't want that.
Exactly.
Even if your cop comes on and starts to pull you over, you just keep going because you know how that's going to end. It's not going to be pretty. It's not.
I know. I'm aware. There. All right. Anyway.
All right. We'll get off the food. The food's disgusting.
Thank you.
You people
finally.
are disgusting. Make me sick.
That was awful. I want to just point that out.
Which one? The White Castle? Or
that entire first half hour was just stomach churning for me. Even my story.
All right, we'll get off the food then. Even the engagement thing?
Oh, not that part.
Was that stomach churning?
Forgot we talked about that part.
Yeah.
On another food related
my hard lemonade.
I don't know.
There it is.
All right, so I don't have many other ones, but these ones are more physical, and well, I guess those would be physical endurance too. This one's less bad, but it still was a pretty dumb decision considering the factors surrounding it. But toward the end of my senior semester, I guess you would call it, in the fall, well, around December 14th, 2021 to be exact.
Oh, so wait a second. You're guessing the date, maybe this, maybe that, and then you bang in the exact date?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just start there?
I don't know. December 14th, 2021, we had, I believe it was the last shows of the semester for radio.
Okay. This is King's Chaos, Heavy as the Crown. What is this?
This is King's Chaos.
King's Chaos, yes.
Heavy as the Crown and Boss Level were 2022. Okay. So we're reaching the end of the semester. This is the last Tuesday that we're having shows this semester.
So specific. It was 2:15 p.m.
No.
Go, just go.
Anyway, this was a couple weeks before that. We were looking at the schedule because one of my friends, he ran a show early early Tuesday morning, 12 to 3, I believe.
Overnight.
Yes. And then did a news show at 7 to 9. I don't know how the hell he did it.
Impressive.
But that gets worse. This particular week, the last week of shows, he wanted to do 7 hours.
He wanted to do
hours? His show
instead
of 12 to 3, 12 to 7.
Yes.
And then go immediately into the new show. Granted, he wasn't hosting the new show. He was producing it, so he's behind the scenes.
Okay.
But
he
still.
Goes 7 straight. Okay. But now, he's doing 7 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Now his show, is it him talking for 7 hours?
It is a music show.
Okay.
So some talking, some...
Because we struggle with an hour here. I couldn't imagine doing 7 hours of just nonstop.
Well, usually he had other people on. But
that's what we need.
This time he invited, but he's like, hey, doing a 7-hour show. Because he was also graduating in the winter. So this was his last show.
Yes. Oh, okay. So that
so
makes
like
sense. Okay.
7 hours right into the news show, which I hosted that day. And he's like, who wants to be on? I'm like, I'll do you one better. I'll be on for the entire 7 hours with you and then go straight into the news show.
So you were going to do 12 to 7 and then start your show at 7?
The new show at 7 to 9. So it would be one show from 12 to 7, then 7 to 9. And then my show was after from 9 to 10.
So right now, at this moment, you're going to do a 12 to 10. You're going to be on the, okay.
I bring this up and our programming team looks at the schedule, is like, 10 to 12 is also free. Nobody's there for that time. You want to do that too?
Okay.
Stick it out for 12 hours.
12-hour shift. This is good.
And then I had an interview with an artist that was also airing that day on our music, not on the station's new music show.
Okay.
Which featured interviews and new music.
Okay.
That played twice a day.
Okay.
So now we're at 14 hours. Not consecutive, but if I was to do it, this would be 14 hours.
So wait, okay. So you got 12 to 7 is with that guy. Then you hosted 7 to 9. Then you hosted 9 to 10.
And then they threw out the possibility of going 10 to 12.
10 to 12. So now you're doing 10 to 12. So
and then my pre-recorded interview would have been 2 to 5.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 2 to 3 and 5 to 6.
Okay. But you're just doing it and then replaying it.
Technically, yes.
Okay.
It was pre-recorded both hours.
Okay, it's a long day. Go ahead.
Anyway, so we're at like 14 hours of me on air in some way, shape, or form.
Yes.
And so I forget who said it. I think it was me who said, "Screw it! I'll do a full 24 hours. We'll turn it into an entire station event."
See, so this is your hold my hard black cherry.
Yeah. So not only did we just say I'm going to do it for 24 hours, we turned it into a station-wide event. I made promotional posters.
Again with the posters, yes.
And for that day they gave me access to the station's Instagram, where I posted hourly updates.
So before you continue, so this was this other guy's last day.
Yeah.
And you decided to just basically step all over to make it about you. Just say yes. Just say yes here. Say you stole his moment, his final moment.
Well, no, I only stole the first 7 hours. The rest was me. The rest was all my day.
All right, go on.
Many hijinks ensued. First off, I had a class from like 5 to 8 the night before.
That's going to be a problem.
So after my morning class, which ended at like noon, I went back to my room and slept for like 3 hours.
I think that kind of takes away from the 24 hours straight.
Why? This was before the day started.
Oh, okay.
This was
the middle of the day. Oh, okay. Sorry. I wasn't listening.
I had a 5 to 8 the day before
I wasn't listening.
The marathon.
I don't listen.
So after my morning class, I went back and slept for like 3 hours. I went to class. Instead of sleeping another 3-ish hours before midnight, I went right to the station. I'm ready to start the day. So I'm already up.
So you're 3 hours early.
Yeah.
To this 24-hour day. Okay.
So by the time the marathon starts, I already would have been awake for, let's call it 4 to 12, which was 8 hours.
That's 8.
I would have been up for an additional 8 hours in addition to the 24.
But wait, when was this nap?
This was like noon to 3.
Oh. I thought it was later in the day. Then you had your class, and instead of sleeping after your class, you went to the
Yes.
station. Smart.
So we went to McDonald's
Oh,
before.
What the God? Mistake after mistake after mistake.
We went to McDonald's to get food before the big event because this 7-hour show had like a handful of people. There had to have been like 15 people there at any given time during that 7-hour show. Enough where we had to literally use 2 studios.
Okay.
There were 8 live mics for this 7-hour show.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So we went to McDonald's. We're at the drive-thru waiting for it. I get out of the car, run to the convenience store right next to McDonald's to pick up an energy drink.
I knew that was coming.
Get back in the car. We go back. We eat our McDonald's. We get ready for the show. I now have a Bang Energy and a G Fuel.
Oh, you got 2.
Yeah, I had the Bang Energy previously. I bought the G Fuel at the convenience store at 9:00 at night.
I can't blame you because to do this 1-hour show, I always have an energy drink before.
Yeah, good job.
So yes, 24. I think I'd be.
So we go. We start the show. I'm up for 8 hours already, and by hour 2 of this marathon, I'm already yawning.
Only 22 more to go.
Exactly. So I stick it out. Whatever. I do the 7-hour show. I do the one Monday. The morning show, the new show. And I do my show for an additional 2 hours. Thank God people liked me and showed up for the whole day. Mm-hmm. I couldn't have done that myself.
No, you can't do what? Just talk?
Yeah.
No, God.
I had
be boring after a while.
I luckily had people coming.
Yeah, you need that. Yeah, it's got to be like a party for a 24-hour thing. You can't do that.
Yeah. Luckily, though, I hijacked some other people's shows, so I wasn't hosting the full 24 hours.
But you were just on Montclair Station for 24. There was some presence of you.
Minus the points where I had class, but yes.
So you did have class that day.
Yeah.
Kind of shouldn't have said that.
Pin in the whole 24 hours, but don't worry about it.
Shouldn't have said that.
Don't worry about it.
No one's going to check. You could have just went.
But yeah, at one point I even fell asleep while hosting.
This is the worst 24 hours.
This was horrible. I'd do it again. I'd do it better.
Okay. This is what maybe we'll do this, a 24-hour marathon of this.
God no. But no, it was very fun.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of editing to do.
You had to edit all that stuff?
Well, not all of it.
Wasn't still a lot of that live?
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
But some of it was marketed as King's Chaos, which is my show.
Oh, and you made like a best of?
Not a best of. I took each hour, separated them into episodes, and put them up as
Chaos. Under King's Chaos.
As podcast episodes.
Okay,
even though they were all under the same day.
Okay.
So like the 10 to 12 slot, I split up into 3 episodes, and I had a few at the end of the day.
Smart.
Yeah. So that's what happened. And then at the final hour, the person who dared me to do it, he came on and hosted it. He hosted the final hour.
Okay.
So that everyone got together, everyone who had been there the whole day got together and just kind of said what they liked about me. So
it was a very short episode.
Shut up. Shut up. We talked about it.
How'd you kill the rest of the show?
Yeah, how'd we kill the 55 other minutes? But no, they went through and they were talking about things like favorite moments and stuff.
That's cool.
We played some songs from the musical that day. Mm-hmm. And then they got a cake.
Ooh, I like cake. We've been talking about food. Tell me you ate the whole cake.
No, but they're not. After the 24 hours was up, we had a small party in the office with cake and food.
That's good.
It would have been fine if it wasn't, in additional to the 32 hours I was already up.
Well, you're young.
And so I finished the Bang at some point during the day, but I still had the G Fuel.
No, don't take it now after 32 hours.
So
don't do it.
I had a PewDiePie flavored G Fuel.
What?
PewDiePie flavored G Fuel.
Sounds good.
It was cherry.
Oh,
I hope.
Sure.
I hope to God it was cherry.
It's gonna be.
And so we all took I
did shots of energy drink.
a shot's worth of this energy drink. And then I passed out on the floor.
Okay, as long as it didn't end with any lawns or driveways being ruined.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I then passed out on the floor.
Well, your partying
People
is a lot
still liked
different.
me after that.
All right, so that's good. No property damage. That's good. That's good.
No property damage was another time.
Oh God. Could you segue me into an LA story so I could get my final one in here?
LA story?
Oh, LA. Funny you should mention LA. Very good. So, my tattoo. Yes, you brought that up
What
too.
tattoo?
The tattoo. You don't know I have a tattoo? Are you serious?
Let me look it up.
You gonna look up if I have a tattoo?
What's
Oh,
you do.
Amazing what they have on Google. I always wanted to get this tattoo. It was going to be, I wore a cross. It was a cool shaped cross, which I've lost. And I wanted to put you and your sister's name across because you both got L's in your name. And I was going to do a nice little cross inside the cross.
Okay.
This was my big idea, but I had to do it in LA for some reason. I thought this is an LA thing. I went out to LA a lot for work. So every time I'd go out there, I'd walk past the tattoo parlors and just walk past. I would never go in. Kind of like when you walk past the strip clubs, but you don't go in. No, what? But so you walk. I kept walking past. I was too afraid to go in. I finally go into one, and I show the guy the cross, and I said, "Can you do this? I want this cross with the names go." And this guy who looks like he belongs in a tattoo parlor, beard and everything, says, "What do I look like to you?" I'm in a tattoo parlor. He's covered in tattoos. What was I supposed to answer?
He didn't give them to himself, did he?
I don't know what he did. He probably got him in prison. I don't know. But you'd think I'm in a tattoo parlor, it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Okay.
So I didn't go. I was totally intimidated, and then so I didn't go that trip. So I kept talking about it at work, and my boss kept like pushing me. Oh, you're not going to do it. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, you can do it. You can do it. So finally, me and him went on another trip out there, and I said, I'm going to do it. I set everything up. I sent the stuff ahead of time to this different place, and he comes with me, my boss. So I go to get this. The first time in a tattoo parlor. I'm not the tattoo parlor type, as you can see, but I go in there, and it looks like a doctor's office, nice and clean. It's classy stuff. And I go to get the tattoo, and the lady's sitting there. She's sketching it out and stuff. And my boss is sitting about 3 feet away. Like he is just staring at this lady putting my tattoo on, which wasn't uncomfortable at all.
Okay.
Not at all. I'm staring
as long as it wasn't uncomfortable.
But it is a small tattoo. It's not very large, but it must have taken a couple hours because my tattoo artist took about 8 to 9 smoke breaks in the process.
Okay.
And so I'm saying she do a little and walk out, do a little walk out, and she's doing it. And it was a great experience. Didn't hurt until the end when she did some shading. But the best part about it, besides my boss being right there with it, at the end, after I got this badass tough guy tattoo, she said, "Do you need something to drink?" She handed me a Elmo little juice box to drink after I got my badass LA Sunset Boulevard tattoo. And so that I got because I wanted, but it was my boss was just ragging on me for so long that I had to get it done. So that was my, okay, you wanted to do it? I did it. And tattoo kind of sticks with you the rest of your life. So that was my LA story of being dared to get a tattoo. So I got one. I got to get another one. I got to get them, but I have to go to LA to do it. You come with me?
No,
You should get that as a tattoo. All on your back.
Why would I get ribs on my back?
It's ribs? Is that what that is?
It's a rib cat. Yes.
Dude, I had no idea what that was. I didn't want to ask.
Why would I?
All right, put it on your front. I don't give a shit where you put it. You know how long that would take? That would be 2 days with her.
I'm not getting a tattoo.
Okay, I don't get a tattoo. But...
Anyway.
Oh, let's get duck tattoos.
I'm not getting
feeding
a duck
the ducks tattoos. Come on, duck giving a finger. Like duck in the middle here.
No. Especially not 7 episodes in.
Well, okay. I'm getting a duck tattoo.
You do that.
All right, I guess we ran out of steam.
All right.
Any more? Anything else that you've done?
No, I think the only other stupid thing I've done is right here.
Yeah, was this a dare? Why did we start this?
I don't know. So yeah, this is my final hold my beer moment. Sitting here and talking to you. But I appreciate y'all for listening. If you want more of this for whatever reason, feel free to follow us at FTDcast on all the socials. We got the
Twitter.
Facebook, we got the Twitter, we got Instagram, and YouTube. I believe those are our 4.
What YouTube?
Yeah.
What'd you say about YouTube? I wasn't listening yet.
That's where we are.
Yeah, well, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
All right. Thank you for repeating everything.
Yeah, so I just want to make sure and that's tell them where they can listen.
Yes. You could also listen Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Yes. That it?
iHeartRadio, I think, actually.
Really?
I think we got on there.
Wow, we're blowing up.
And a couple other places. All right, we got a link for everything in the bio or wherever.
Yeah, check the link tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And if you want more of me, I am under Kingpin Creations on YouTube and Kingpin_Creations on Instagram. And you?
On Twitter, I am the Joe Pep 1. And Instagram, I'm Joe Pep 27. I don't know where his numbers come from.
Okay.
I think there were just people who were ahead. I think there were 26 Joe Peps ahead of me. That's why I got to 27.
And if
6 is taken. Shit.
Okay.
9 is taken. Damn. 22. Gone.
You done? And any artists, comedians, or talent or whatever.
Freaks. We want freaks.
That one. If you want a spot on the show, feel free to email us at feedingtheduckspodcast@gmail.com. And that's all we got for you today.
I'm going to have a hard cherry lemonade.
Okay, you guys go away. Bye.